EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Carr to throw on second down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derek Carr, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
At the 23, it's second and 12. Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 49-yard line. That's Samuel, caught left side. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
On second down, here's the option. Fights, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett, 24 yards. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break. There he goes, right side. And all the way down to the 26. 89 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. On first down, Carr. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down and 4. Carr going to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Chris Olave. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. At their own 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2nd down and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll try and run this with Austin. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second down, here's Pickett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they taking it right down Broadway? And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run it again with Kamara, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. They'll start with the option. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Pickett. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Pickett will look to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Pickett. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Conley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd in just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down now, Conley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Let's go now.
Slot man moves right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw, Pickett. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 138 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf, dude. That's bottom shelf material. Colin Saunders able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
If you rank 1 from the bottom in statistics, that's usually not good in this league. And this team, 1 from the bottom in sacks, but somehow they've got 3 in this game. What's going on?
I know, they're 31 of 32. They better be careful, or they're going to be top 30 in the league. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 149 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Now 2nd and 9. Carr now to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Now.
Carr, he wants to change up the look here. On the counter, here's Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Touchdown, Saints! Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Saints 21, Steelers 10.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Up the middle they go. Conley. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Pickett on second down. And he fires one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
You're mine.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Pickett back to throw.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Pickett.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Carr.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
To throw is Carr. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Carr to throw again.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it. He's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They run the option on 2nd down.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Caught here by Conley. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Conley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Pickett now on 1st down. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oswald's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Coming left is Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, a terrible towel is in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
To throw, it's Carr.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Pickett.
He finds Austin complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Conley to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Pickett going to bootleg it.
That's Samuel caught left side. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll run on first down. Conley, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around.
And a good-looking run there. It's going to take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Now Washington.
Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Second down and 8.
19 tight.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
7:34.
Carr now to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they're getting a little restless too. When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Up the middle they go. Conley, and he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
Completes it to Austin. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw, Pickett.
He finds his man, complete. That's Austin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
2nd and 2.
option right. Pickett going to run with it. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Here's Pickett.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth.
So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Here's Pickett.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here comes 2nd down. Carr to throw. He's got his target. It's Olave.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. Here's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Now Carr.
And Thomas has it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 49-yard line.
Now second down and a few inches. Carr.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. About the call to come with the blitz there in this situation.
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches.
Here's the occasional ball carrier. It's Taysom Hill. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Throwing his Carr.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for New Orleans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.